I feel a lot better and I enjoy my food. I'm not really counting how much color food has. That's a good confidence, good feeling. Because before I was watching what I'm eating. Do I have to eat? I don't need to do this right now. I am pretty confident. I know this cookie is not healthy and I'm not going for it. That's a good thing that you don't need to constantly watch yourself.
Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi, friend. Do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Every so often, I give space on this podcast to share a client's experience so you can hear this person's unique story and be more encouraged in your own plant-based diet journey. Today, I want to spotlight Zohreh. Before Zohreh came to me, she had tried to move into a whole food plant-based diet on her own for about a month, but was not seeing the results she was hoping for. She was also getting tired and frustrated with all the yo-yo dieting she had been on. And even though she had already been a pescatarian for years, she couldn't figure out what she was doing wrong. That's when she realized she needed more guidance and support in this diet transition and reached out to me. And in the 9 months that we worked closely together, I saw so many positive changes. Initially, Zohreh had trouble even resisting pastries and other treats often available at her workplace, didn't know much about smart snacking, and lacked confidence eating out with others when eating plant-based. But the confidence that Zohreh now has in eating and maintaining a plant-powered diet lifestyle really shines through, and it is such a joy to witness. In this segment, we catch a glimpse of this. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this interview segment with Zohreh. Hello, Zohreh. To start us off, please just share a little bit about yourself.
I am Iranian and Iran from Tehran, but I was in other country for years. I was first in Germany and then from 2002 in the United States. And I'm a site supervisor for the preschools. Mostly the kids I'm working with are 3 to 5 and a lot of adults right now working with them.
Okay, I see. That's wonderful. So what was your way of eating like, or foods eaten prior to working together?
Okay, I ate healthy, I can say that. But then I told you, I just find out I eat a lot of nuts, and then nuts has a lot of calories. And yes, it is healthy, but it was not really towards the weight loss. I just find out even I'm eating healthy, but still my portion is matter. The amount of fat I'm taking is matter. My movement is matter. I mean, this all is not just healthy eating. That's what I just really find out in the journey with you.
You're right. There's definitely many components to a healthy journey towards especially reaching weight goals. So what problem or problems were you looking to solve by coming to work with me?
As a child, I was always chubby or overweight. And then, of course, I carried that years and years. And I was over the normal or based on my height because I'm not really a tall person. I'm just a 5.2. And then to COVID, of course, I went up and after menopause. And then I come to a point I want to lose. And then unfortunately, I do stuff I should not probably do it. Then, of course, I go for that very extreme protein diets, just having shakes, snacks for 4 months. And I lost. But then I find out that after the 4 months diet, protein diets, and even eating healthy, you go up again. And that was just more my frustration. Before, I never really focused a lot on my weight, but the last 3 years, I really put a lot of pressure on that. And I tried different things, but it's really the plant-based lifestyle that really helped. I can control it. I mean, I am down. Okay, I should come down more. I know that based on my height, but I can enjoy my life. I'm not going up again. That was my really key to stay to this lifestyle.
Thank you for sharing that. And what was your biggest struggle or challenge with plant based eating before you met me or before we started working together? Because you said you started at the beginning of the year trying to go into a whole food plant based diet lifestyle.
That exactly the amount I'm eating. And then, to be honest, I ate legumes before, but not the way I learned from you to eat. I mean, I did not have really that much knowledge about them. I learned from you that there is a whole world of legumes. And I told you even one time, buckwheat. I never hear about it. Or red lentil. I mean, okay, I'm Middle East, so we are eating a lot of fresh stuff. Some legumes, but not so variety of the stuff that you showed me. That's what I learned. And yeah, instead to touch more about for lot, I can eat more legumes. And then I learned that the differences and then the density of that. For example, peanut butter is just a little bit, it does not really get my stomach full and it has a lot of fat. And I can have a full cup of the chickpea. I mean, that I just really learned to do. With that one, I'm getting ready full. I can go 3 hours with it, but then 1 teaspoon that the peanut butter it does not take me that long. That's why I learned that. I mean, I really switched a lot.
That's wonderful to hear about just some of the changes that started coming about as you started to understand more about the world of plant based foods and how to use it to your advantage to keep you full and satisfied. So, what were some of the positive changes?
I feel a lot better and I enjoy my food. I'm not really counting how much color food has. That's a good confidence, good feeling. Because before I was watching what I'm eating. Do I have to eat? I don't need to do this right now. I am pretty confident. I know this cookie is not healthy and I'm not going for it. That's a good thing that you don't need to constantly watch yourself.
Yes, and I think that's one of the biggest benefits I feel of plant based eating. It's very freeing in a sense. So you don't feel you have to be restricting to every little bite, every count, every single calorie. It can be very exhausting to try to keep track of. But if you're focusing on the right whole plant-based foods, like the fruits, vegetables, whole grains, the beans, the legumes, the lentils, right? You can be full and satisfied and know you're nourishing your body the right way and be able to stay more weight stable.
I believe it was 3 months ago. I did a lab test and it was amazing. I mean, I don't have any cholesterol. My cholesterol was high, but I never was on the medication. But I brought it down. My sugar was good. My cholesterol was good. And because I have a history in my family with the diabetic and heart attack. And the doctor always just pushed me to take pills for cholesterol. And right now they don't have anything to say because the value is not high. I was vegetarian, but I ate fish. I mean, I ate the seafood and I ate egg. I was vegetarian for years, but I ate a lot of dairy. But then since I come to that plant-based, I make some soy yogurt for myself, but I am not eating any other, no cheese. And that's all really affecting the way my cholesterol is. I hope I never use those medications. I'm really anti-medication.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. So, what would you say has been the biggest positive change for you since we started working together?
Positive was I lost. I did not gain weight. I am done with that. I can say that the yo-yo effect is once in my life is done with it. I mean, I can go down. I'm not going up and down, up and down. I'm not the worry, because every time I went vacation and I was like, oh gosh, again, I'm coming back and I'm just 5 pounds up, but it's not the case anymore. And I think I'm free of it. That's the one thing for my mental things. And other things is when I'm going gym, I see I have really good energy. I am moving around. I feel I'm lighter than before, to be honest.
That's wonderful. So, how would you describe yourself now, physically, mentally, emotionally?
I'm not suffering. I mean, that's all it is. Just like the differences that I see, for example, based what I did before with that so extreme diet, having the protein diets. Honestly, it is affecting your mind because I think it's the normal in the human being that you want to eat and you're sitting, everybody eating, you cannot eat. And those are, I think, somehow suffering is it affects you. And I don't have that. I mean, I eat. I mean, when I'm going out with my friends, I enjoy this. I mean, I enjoy what I'm eating. It's not like I eat the fruit, I eat the salads, I can really sometimes say, because there is sometimes the salads, a lot of times I have a cheese on it. I can ask, I don't want to have a cheese on it. Can I have more, for example, that beans on it? Or can I have that extra bean on the side or something like that? And it's not like I miss some things. I'm there, I enjoy my food, I eat with them. I mean, without knowing it, you're hitting that the healthy stuff. And then, as I said that before too, I think you don't need to suffer. I mean, you're enjoying the food too. The food is it's good, it's yummy, but then mindfully you know what you are enjoying and you're eating, it's not unhealthy or you are not harming your body. I mean, that's a good things about it that you are eating it with confidence.
I think food is so important to us as humans. We use it as a connection point. We have memories of it growing
Mhm.
up with our family, and it'll always be important to us. So I love the point you made about how moving to plant-based eating doesn't mean you have to suffer or restrict yourself in a certain way. It's really about finding healthier alternatives that you can enjoy, like chia jam versus regular jam, and new ways of cooking or enjoying foods, and new ingredients too, new whole plant-based foods to try and to explore. So plant-based eating can really be a fun adventure to be on, and it is a lifelong journey as well. But overall, it's a journey. And now I hope, Zohreh, when you're looking back to where you were, I hope you really see that change. And I really
Yeah,
see, I see that change in you, more confident. You know where you're going, how to best eat for health, not just for now, but into the future, and how to take care of your body better.
right.
That these are all important milestones and positives I see. So that's wonderful to hear.
That's that was a change for me, and I like that. I have to say that I love cheese, and I cannot really believe myself on how I right now no desire for it right now. And I said it before, I did not have pizza for a long time because, and I said, yeah, there's a plant-based pizza, but I did not make it for myself. But my husband, we are touring in my household, and in our fridge is always is cheese, different kind of cheese, eggs. He's eating it. I make it for him too, but I make different stuff for myself. But again, as I said, there is no desire for it. Then I think that's such as I learned through this process. And if I say at the beginning was like that, I'm just lying because, of course, at the beginning, you like to eat it and then you just learn what is healthy, what is not. And then when you get the results, of course, I think that your brain is telling you, okay, if you wish for that, it's the way to go. Last weekend, it was 3 days, I was out with my sister and her friend. And every time I went to those kind of trips and I came back and I said, gosh, I gained more. But this is not the case anymore. That's just a good feeling. That's good feeling that you choose a lifestyle. You're not constantly worried about your weight.
As I listen to these positive changes Zohreh described, I feel humbled to have received her trust and grateful to be able to take part in and witness her journey of transformation to where she is today. Friend, I hope you see that there can be a lot of positive changes possible when you move to a plant based diet with the right support. While some of these are more tangible, like changes in strength and weight, others can be less so, like an increase in energy and confidence. Yet these all matter and are worth celebrating. And I would love to celebrate your health and weight milestones with you too. Send me an email at healthnow@plantnourish.com or see the other contact options in the show notes. Let me support you each step of the way and show you an easier, stress-free way to make a plant-based diet transition to a healthier you. Thank you for listening to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. If this podcast has helped you, please take a moment to rate and leave a written review on the Apple Podcast app or on iTunes. Knowing how this podcast has made a difference in your life never fails to light me up. I may also select your review to be read on the show. Remember that moving to plant-based eating can be simple and doable, even with your existing health challenges and busy lifestyle. If you have a plant-based diet question you'll like me to answer on this show, share that question with me using the contact options in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to connect with you again in the next episode. Until next time, keep plant-focused and thriving, my friend.